Knox turned 2 on July 25th, and on August 14th, we started a potty training kind of boot camp weekend. I know everybody has said, you can't potty train a kid in a weekend. Okay, hold on. This is just kind of an introduction. It's something that I read about on Baby Center, and I thought that we would give a try. Mainly because at his 2-year checkup, my doctor said, what the heck is wrong with you? I see 2-year-olds all the time, and none of them are ready to potty train. But while we were in the office, Knox told me that his diaper was dirty. And so the doctor was like, potty train your kid. I'm like, okay. Well, I read a lot of different things, and they were saying to let him go around naked from the waist down. We've heard the pros and cons, like, oh, if you do naked from the waist down, then when you do eventually start the underwear, they feel like they can pee again. And then we've heard the other ways that they have to be naked. We just did what worked for us, which was using the thin underwear. So what we did was that week leading up to the weekend, every time he went number 2, we would take off his diaper and put on a pair of Thomas the Tank Engine underwear. He's addicted to Thomas. So I'm like, you poo-poo, that's great. Now you get to wear your undies. So every night that week, he got used to wearing the undies, and he would kind of walk around and look like he really loved it. So we kind of introduced him to the underwear leading up to this big weekend. We told him Thomas does not like to get dirty, and Thomas does not like to get wet. We don't want to get Thomas wet, do we? And he definitely didn't want to. We started off that first day, just ready. We had towels on the couch, and he just walked around pretty much naked with just his Thomas underwear. And he did awesome. That whole entire weekend, he never had an accident. He still to this day hasn't had an accident number 2 in his big boy undies. Knock on wood. He had a couple of accidents, number 1 that day, the very first day. He peed and he looked down and he was like, ah, because not only did he get Thomas's underwear wet, he accidentally peed directly over his brand new Thomas book. It was really hard not to say, oh, it's okay, because you want to comfort them. He wanted a hug, and he felt bad that he got Thomas wet. And you can't say it's okay because it's not okay. It's not. The pee-pee doesn't go in your underwear. It goes in the potty. You do need to show a modicum of disappointment, but you don't want to make him, feel awful. Give him a hug, and we say, oh, you're sad, we understand. We feel a little bit sad too. Your feelings are valid, it's okay. See, I almost said it's okay. And you ask them every hour, Knox, do you have to pee? So we set a timer, and when we heard the timer, yay, pee in the potty, go, run. And that's exciting because 2-year-olds love to run. Next day, everyone's enthusiasm was a little more down, but he did great. On that 3rd day, we ended up going to Target. We went to Five Guys. He's just really, really done awesomely, like really well, and I couldn't be more happy. A lot of people talk about rewards, like, oh, if you go in the potty this many times, you get to put stickers on your chart. We didn't have to do that. For us, the reward that we gave him was a cool, fun potty dance, and that's something that you always have with you, even when you're out in public. A poo-poo in the potty, a poo-poo in the potty, and Knox loves it. He's like, anything you can do to make yourself look goofy or funny, that's a great reward for a kid. When he does have an accident, another thing that was really important is that he helped clean it up. Every time he has an accident, you still put them on the potty, because even though he's probably already drained it all, you still want him to acknowledge that that action goes on the toilet. And then afterwards, we would say, okay, now we need to go clean it up. We have to clean up your accident because it's very messy. Knox should help. We'll help clean up. And so I take the paper towel and put my hand over his, but usually he didn't really need me to guide him. He wanted to help clean it up too. But he needed to see the whole process. Like, if you pee on the floor, you have to change your underwear. Thomas is sad. You have to help clean it up. You don't get to say bye-bye. But if you go in the toilet, you get this awesome dance. You get to say bye-bye when we flush it, which he loves to stand over the potty and say bye. He loves to say bye to his excrement's amazing. The things that excite this child. So that's the way we've done potty training, and it's been awesome. It's exceeded our wildest dreams. I didn't really want to potty train before the baby came because I thought it would be harder. I am kind of happy that now I only have 1 kid in diapers at a time instead of 2. So let me know your experiences with potty training, and let me know if any of these ideas sound good, and how would you tweak them, or what are you going to try? I don't know, I just love hearing from other parents because we learn so much from each other. So hit me up in the comments below, subscribe to the channel, and see the past videos.